Good morning, Roadkill. How you doing, sir? You're not anywhere near any of this rain, are you? It sure looks a mess over there in the Carolinas this morning on the news. It was terrible. Okay, whereabouts in Florida? I'm just north of Panama City by about 90 miles. Almost due north of Panama City. Jacksonville. Okay. Yeah, I've been through there. Not a lot, but I've been through there. That's way over there from where I'm at because I think Tallahassee is like 3 hours from here, and I think Jacksonville's another 45 from that. Anytime we go to Florida, we're generally headed the other way down towards Pace because that's where my grandson is, down there outside of Milton, a little community called Pace. I shouldn't say little; it's bigger than this town that I live in. Yeah, it's a nice drive from here. We don't even use the interstate. We just go down through Crestview, get on 90, and just take that nice slow ride across 90. I think it's 90 or 98 out of Crestview. Stay off of 10. Wife doesn't like interstate. I'm not really incorporated. It's called Asbury. The nearest big town is Enterprise. Yeah, 90. That's right. I couldn't remember whether it was 90 or 98, but yeah, it's a nice long straight drive, decent speed. It goes 55. Some places it goes up to 65. But yeah, it's a nice ride. A lot of nice scenery. You kind of miss the scenery sometimes when you drive interstates. Dennis, good morning, sir. Don't worry about it, Dennis. You always come in and support people, and it doesn't matter whether you just pop in and hit the like. I have to do that sometimes. My goodness, I think I counted 7 live feeds the other night. And of those 7, 5 of them were, people that I support. So 4 of them got the, hi, I'm here, I'm going to support, everybody else support, and, hit the like button and whatnot, and out. Okay, all cattle. Did you do it for Mercer? I know that's one of the big cattle ranches up here is Mercer. What's a whole day there, Dennis? Yeah, Mercer's. I don't know. I've had a lot of dealings with Mercer when I was a deputy sheriff, and they were always real nice to me. Uh, some of the funniest things, the health department would want you to go down there and talk to them about something. It's like, you got to be kidding me. But they were real nice to me. Yeah, there were 7 on the other night when I logged in. Now, I may have a lot of people that you don't have because even if I don't really particularly like their content, I do go in and subscribe and ring some people's bells. As long as the content stays what it was like when I went in, there's nothing that I really dislike. I'll subscribe to them and try my best to watch their content. But it gets a little tough after a while. That's kind of what I do when I can't do it while I'm on, but when Roger comes on at 9, I'll open up 2 windows and I'll use one to go look at videos and make comments and things like that. And then I listen to the stream, and then watch the stream whenever I can. Yeah, seven. If I had tried to do 7 of them, that would have taken a whole day. But like I said, I want to say that was either not last night, but the night before, I think it was, when Crystal had her Wacky Wednesday. I went into those others, and just dropped a like on them and said howdy, and then I went to Wacky Wednesday and stayed there because that's one I kind of enjoy. I don't speak a lot in it because it's really wacky, but I do enjoy watching all the chat go by. And thanks for your comment on that video you watched, Dennis. It goes a long way, you know that. let me see if I can get it up here. Ooh, I think it's finally charged. Took it forever, but there's the Runcam 3 I got yesterday in the mail. I've been charging it, and yeah, I accidentally turned it on yesterday and got some pictures of the inside of the house, and it came out relatively clear. You can't get the GoPro session anywhere. I've tried, and the people that still have them want so much for them. I'm not paying that. This was like $90. I think I got it from Banggood. I used some of my Banggood points or whatever to get it down to 90. I think they usually sell for like 99 or something. But yeah, that's going on the Wizard. And of course, yesterday, as soon as I mounted it to the Wizard and had a half a charge on it, and I looked outside and the thunderstorms came. That's okay, Roadkill. Appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed your time working with Mercer. I would have never known that. That's kind of unusual that you run into somebody that worked for a company that's right down the road from where you live. If you worked for Mercer, you might know where Asbury is, Roadkill. If you know County Road 636, which is a couple up from 651 where Mercer Livestock is, it's right there at Battens. If you head west on that road, the first 4-way stop you would have come to is Asbury. Yes, it is a small world. Please don't sing that song. It'll be in my head all day long. I spent 45 minutes stuck on that ride one time when I was down there with the grandson in Disney. Oh, man, I swore I was never going to ride that ride again. Yeah, we see Mercer trucks all the time. I knew a lot of police officers that worked 4 on and 4 off, and on the 4 off, they'd be driving for Mercer. So, well, I didn't know that, Dennis. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that 2018, that's that new one they made that's a little bit less expensive, I guess. So I guess you're saying that you get that and do your own firmware update, you can make it a 5. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. They had the session around here for the longest time. I saw no use for it. And surely enough, as soon as I buy a Wizard that has a mount for it, they stop making it. Yeah, I can't. I at least always have some video of my crashes now, other than the ones I took with my GoPro on my helmet or on my hat. I'll have some actual flight footage of the crashes. Actually, now that I know which switch puts it into horizon mode and balance mode and acro mode, I might not crash as much, because I was flying in full acro and didn't realize it, because what to me would have been up on the switch was actually down on the switch according to them. So now that I know where to put the switch to stay in the balance mode, I'll practice flying that way and then work my way up to acro. Cullman. I've been to Cullman. Yeah, it is quite a bit less. It surely is. Even here in the PX, it kind of flabbergasted me. I used to think our post exchange didn't do a really good job. When I saw what some people were saying they paid for a Hero 6, and I get them for $299.99, no tax. And that's the price. I was amazed what some people were paying for them. Because I had a Hero 6 in that Karma that I sold. And I didn't realize what kind of a good deal I gave that guy. I sold that Karma for just $700. And I didn't realize what it would have cost him to get that Hero 6. So it's no wonder it sold in one day. That's cool, Dennis. Thanks for that info. 5's not bad. I bought 2 6s this year. One is the one that you see me do a lot of videos with now. The other one I bought for the Karma. That drone was pretty good, but it just didn't have the distance, and I didn't have a warm and fuzzy about it not doing a fly off on me. Same thing with the Typhoon H that I had. 2 times when I was flying those, they broke signal, and they took a long time to decide to come home. Yeah, I sold it. On all things, a guy here that I work with turned me on to Facebook Marketplace. And I guess it stays primarily local around you or something. I don't know how it exactly works. But I've sold a Typhoon H on there. I sold a Karma on there. And when I ordered my Mavic 2, I sold my Mavic Pro on there. And I got $700 for that, and the thing was over a year old. So, or coming up on a year old, because I got it in November. So, yeah, and that, so many of these folks do some really good stuff. I absolutely loved the controller that came with the Karma. It was a fantastic controller. I've never seen anything that good since. But it's probably the reason it didn't have any range also. But yeah, the video display on that was excellent. Even in the bright sun, you could tell where that thing was going. Limited buttons, so there was no real big confusion on what did what. But, I liked it. Kelly, how are you doing? And I just noticed something. I'm glad you popped in, Kelly, because I plumb forgot to give Dennis and Roadkill wrenches. I'm getting old. Hey, Kelly, I went looking for you on Instagram yesterday. Was your maiden name White, like the color? Chance, good morning. Let me get you wrenched up. I've been totally forgetting to hand out wrenches. I'm a bad mechanic. Okay, I got the right one then, because I could not believe how many Kelly Paulsons there were on Instagram. And I kept scrolling down till I found one. I thought that was you, so I followed you. Well, good morning, folks. Glad you all came in. I was showing Dennis and Roadkill. There's my Runcam 3S that came in yesterday. It just did finish charging. I couldn't get it to charge at home. I probably wasn't doing something right. But I accidentally took some pictures of the house yesterday, so I know it works. Yes, I said accidentally. Didn't know it was on, and it ran for like 20 minutes. And yeah, didn't catch anything bad, but boy, the dog sure enjoyed it. Yeah, I like the color. Yeah, I kind of like the orange. I figure if it does fall off, it'll be a little easier to find in the green grass. The orange color will make it stand out a little bit. But anyway, sure enough, I got it at half a charge yesterday, got it mounted to the Wizard, got the battery on the Wizard, went to walk outside, and it's pouring down rain. One of those afternoon air mass thunderstorms decided it wanted to drop rain on my house. Yeah, it's Runcam 2 orange. That is true. I don't know if you can see it though, but it's the Runcam 3S. It's supposed to be their newest one. I don't know. I haven't been into this stuff long enough. I know it's cheaper than what people are wanting for the Session 5, the ones that still have Sessions out there for sale. So I went with that. Have a good day, Dennis. Thank you very much for stopping by, buddy. I actually found a place where I can sit comfortably and kind of see the chat. So what are you up to today, Kelly? Is it a work day? Have a great day, Dennis. Thanks one more time. Got to keep my work computer running so they know I'm here. Thank goodness they don't have a camera. I hope it's not a violation of YouTube to drink in front of people, especially when I show the logo, but I got to have a drink. That'll wake me up. Boy, have I got some videos to catch up on according to what I'm seeing on my list over here. My goodness. I never used to, but it's been years now since I've started. Don't drink them a lot. I keep them on hand. The funny thing is, when my mom passed, we had to make a 18-hour trip from here back up to Pennsylvania, and we were planning on stopping. What was the name of that town? It's where the not Martinsville, but the other racetrack is up there along Interstate 81. Can't think of the name of it right now. It's the one that's like a big college bowl. Anyway, we didn't realize it was a race weekend. We didn't make reservations ahead of time. We got up there, and two things were going on at the time. This big NASCAR race is in town, so they've got a lot of the rooms booked. And the other thing was one of the local colleges was graduating, so all the people that came for that. So we ended up driving additional 2 to 3 hours further than we wanted to. And my daughter bought me, of all things, a Monster. She bought me a really big one, but she bought me a Monster. And ever since I've tasted that, I've been on them. But the funny thing is, I can drink one of these, even one of the big ones, the 20 ounce. I can drink that at 7:30, 8:30 at night and go to bed and sleep like a baby at 9 o'clock. It just doesn't seem to do anything. It just tastes good. Of course, it's probably bad for me, but I'll bet it's better than beer. And I don't like beer. Yeah, I've seen Doug swig a couple. Is he doing okay? I didn't miss his live feed, did I? I have a hard time keeping up with who does what on what night. And I don't know. I'm thinking about making this thing a quasi-permanent thing. My problem is there's days when I have to teach early in the morning, and I wouldn't be able to run it but for about a half an hour, but I don't think people would mind that. I know Kim and Roger said keep it up because I wake people up for them, but I don't think they have any problem getting people to come in. That's one great channel, I'm here to tell you. Ooh, next 3 days off. Well, don't be using all 3 days to catch up on the house or something like that, Kelly, because that's what my wife does when she was working. She'd get time off and she'd work on the house. The funny thing is, now she's retired. She don't work on the house anymore. And she's got all the time in the world to work on the house. She'll pick one day and work the whole day rather than just doing a little bit every day. Yeah, yeah, I know. Trust me, with 9 dogs, we clean every day. I think just about every day we get a dog off the floor as far as fur goes because we've got 3 long hairs now. And even though we're fixing to head into winter, they still shed. And I got news for you. Dust bunnies ain't got nothing over long-haired dogs. I'll take dust bunnies any day of the week. Well, I know Dennis said he was leaving. Lloyd, good morning, sir. How's my grumpy friend today? Nameless, good morning. Let me get you wrenched up. Glad to hear that, Lloyd. Us retirees got to stick together, you know what I mean? I don't know why my chat keeps disappearing on me. I'm going to have to figure that out. It comes right back if I scroll over to it. Maybe I need to keep the cursor on top of it or something. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. You take care, Kelly. Thanks for dropping by, girl. We'll see you around. You type like me. Ooh, where are you at, Nameless? Because I don't know where everybody's at. Are you in the midst of this hurricane? That's okay, Lloyd. I'm doing fine. Still working. Uh, I get to work super early because I can't stand the traffic around here. If I come in when I'm supposed to come in, there's a line a mile and a half long trying to go through the security gate, and that's just ridiculous. So I come in about an hour early. Oh, Goldsboro. Been through there a lot. I was stationed at Fort Bragg, and I used to travel from Alabama down here up through that area, heading home to Pennsylvania to visit. It's a beautiful place. You're kind of hilly though, aren't you? Or are you flat? Yeah, if you still got power, you're a lucky person because they're saying it's out all over the Carolinas. Excuse me. Okay. Well, all we can do is hope that it doesn't get too much. But boy, looking at the news this morning, the surge hadn't even come completely in yet. It was bad. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it would be flat. Planes don't like landing on hills. I understand that, Lloyd. That's probably a good place to be right now. Uh, I'm glad I'm in Alabama. The forecast doesn't even show us getting any of the feeder bands. We get afternoon thunderstorms this time of year all the time, but we don't need any of that hurricane. I'm worried about Isaac because if Isaac comes up into the Gulf, it's liable to curve right towards us. I'd like to see it go right across the Yucatan and keep on going. Yeah, I can understand that. I might tend to disagree. I don't know if you've watched my memorial to the tornado that we had March 1st, 2007. That was the worst one we've ever had. Hopefully, it's the last bad one we'll ever have. But it was a 5 on the enhanced Fujita scale. It was a mile wide and cut a path 10 miles long. Killed 8 people or 8 students at the school. And you can still drive around town. And that was in 2007. You can still, 11 years later, drive around town and see where trees have never been replanted, houses have never been rebuilt. They just gave up and left the lots. Good morning, Charlene. Let me get you wrenched up. Ah, 3 cups of coffee. Well, I didn't do coffee and I didn't do tea. I'm saving my tea for Rogers, so I'm doing my monster. Yeah. It started getting better, not good, nameless. The other day, I tracked it all the way across. We've got a weather station here at the airfield, and I can tie directly into it and tell whatever I want to look at. And the millibars started going up, and as soon as that happened, that was a good sign, because the higher the pressure, the less the storm. And she had gotten down not super low, but she was down to 940 something. And as soon as she started going back up in the 950s, she dropped out of category 3, dropped down to 2, and she's going to hit as a 2. Yeah, she may still be deadly, but 2's way better than a 5. Yeah, Cat 5s are nothing to mess with, Lloyd. I'm here to tell you. That was a hell of a day. They let us go early from work. We couldn't believe the news about the school getting hit. I mean, the school took a direct hit from the funnel. Direct hit. It was a mess. Bad enough that George Bush actually came to visit. I still remember the day he flew by my house. Well, he didn't fly by. His helicopter flew by. Yeah, tornadoes are nothing to mess with. So how's the fishing, Charlene? I'm still trying to figure out how fishing and gambling go together. I haven't figured that one out quite yet. Yeah, I used to fish a little bit, and somehow all the ones that got away were bigger than the ones I ever caught. Just kidding. You can tell when there's a big one. Yeah, fishing can be fun. I mean, I used to like to I had a little bitty ultralight that you could fold up basically and put it in a little carrying case, not very big, about like that. It only had 4-pound tests, and I'm here to tell you, you could hook a rather what might even be a throwback fish, but you'd have a fight on your hands with that 4-pound test. Good morning, RC Funds. Good morning, Jeans. I think I got you both wrenched up, but we'll check here in a second. How y'all doing today, guys? If you're having any kind of fun, folks, reach over there and smash that like button, please. I hear it helps. I don't know how well. Yeah, one finger typing sucks. I'm here to tell you that, Lloyd. I hunt and peck really bad, and I got fat fingers and trying to type on this little tiny laptop that I've got. Yeah, bad things can come out. Okay, I got you. Yeah, they're kind of funny. Once a year, we go down to Memphis. Well, it says the Memphis Film Festival, but they actually hold it in Tunica, Mississippi at Sam's Town Casino. Very nice place. I really enjoy going there for 3 or 4 days. They even though I don't gamble, they comp my drinks a lot of times, and it's really nice and fun. But boy, are they sensitive about cameras. I mean, we tried to take a picture back in the bar area, and we deliberately went to an area where you couldn't see the gambling floor, and they wouldn't let us take a picture. Like, you got to be kidding. But there was other places to go get pictures. Yeah, I understand, Lloyd. Sometimes at night when I don't feel like sitting on a hard chair, I go sit in my easy chair, and my iPad is right there. And yeah, that's really hard to type on. What really makes me mad is I'll be right in the middle of typing something, and my fat finger will hit the edge of the screen or something, and it'll go someplace totally different than where I was, and I have to find my way back. Hey, for all you guys that came in late, I don't know if you got a good look or even looked at the video, but my Runcam 3S finally came in. I can't wait. I got her all mounted up yesterday on the Wizard. Got the Wizard battery hooked up. Got everything to where I wanted it. Walked out the door and it started raining. And I mean raining. So I had to come back in. Hopefully I'll get some footage. So the next time I crash, you can see some air to ground footage instead of just watching it on my GoPro. Of course, maybe now that I found out which switch does what, it takes it out of acro and puts it back in balance mode, maybe I won't crash so much. Video I didn't realize it. That thing was in full acro the whole time. I'm surprised I kept it in the air. I did order a new controller. I was talking with Chris, Crystal's husband. I can't remember what his site's, M95i or something like that. It's a strange name to me. I can't remember it real well, but y'all know who he is. And I was talking to him last night about multi-protocol transmitters. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Nameless. MD95 TS. Okay. Yeah. I can never get that straight in my head, but I know who Chris is. Anyway, we're talking about the jumper and whatnot, and it just about had me talked into getting the jumper T12. And then I said, hey, have you ever heard of the Nirvana? I think Fly Sky makes that one too. And sure enough, he went and looked at it and he said, man, that's awesome. He said, but the price is really high. I says, yeah, but I've got a place I can get it for about $40 off of that price. And after talking to him and figuring out what it could do, like I told him last night, I don't like going to these big pay sites that are always asking you to donate money to them and things like that. I understand that that's in this one. I want to say it's Drone Campus. Great site, great information. And I actually think they actually make a living doing what they're doing. So I can understand that. That's their business. But I don't generally patronize them as far as giving them anything. But this controller lists for $222 or $200.22 at Banggood. It's called the Nirvana. And they had a sale on the beta version because the actual version isn't going to come out for till Christmas or something. And they had it for $160. So I scarfed one up. Yeah, it looks pretty decent radio. I'm hoping it turns out to be one because I really need to get something multi-protocol. I want to be able to fly more than one thing on the controller. Although everything I bought so far came with a controller, but you can only have so many controllers. Bye, Charlene. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day at work. Yeah, well, I've been looking for a Hero Session 5. And don't you know it? As soon as I start looking for it, they stop making them. Nobody can get them in the stores. And if you go online and hunt for them, the price people want for them is ridiculous. Way more than what they originally sold for. So I got this one for $90 from Banggood, and never got any tracking till the day it got here. They said it's been delivered. I said, well, that's nice. I didn't know it was coming, but who cares about that? It got here in about a week and a half, and I accidentally turned it on yesterday. It takes pretty decent pictures, good enough for me to get some flight video for sure. I mean, it's no Mavic 2 Pro or PSP 4, but it's decent. Yeah, Nirvana's a fly sky. It's their newest one. It's not 100% out there yet. Matter of fact, the reviewer at Drone Campus even said that if you're expecting it to be 100% perfect when you get it, don't buy it yet, because they're still doing the beta testing. I don't mind being in on beta testing. I'm not planning on flying any drone super far away, especially not a stunt drone or a ripper or whatever you want to call them. Mine kind of rip up the ground more than they rip up the air, but that's just the way it goes right now. J&C, good morning. Yeah, just trying to get folks warmed up for what I call the Roger and Kim show. Don't forget Roger and Kim, y'all know them, Canadian Drone Network. They'll be up at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock my time. And I'll shut down about 5 or 10 minutes before that so people can transition over there. And then I can go get a nice hot cup of tea to sit down and watch the show. Doing good here, guys. Got some rain last night, so I couldn't fly, but nothing serious. Not like the East Coast is getting. I'm still thinking about those poor folks. Yeah, I understand that, Lloyd. And that's why my first one was a Mavic Pro. I wished I'd have known about the Spark, because I probably would have started off with the Spark. Would have saved myself a lot of money. But yeah, I love the Mavic. I like the Mavic Air. The Mavic 2 Pro has been awesome so far. It's got some things I don't like that you find out after you get it and start playing with it. But the way I look at it, there's two worlds out there. And the one I'm majority of the time I'm involved in is the cinematography or the photography, however you want to look at it. And though you can't beat those drones for that. I mean, they're so stable, 3-axis gimbals, all different kinds of ways to control them. You can get some gorgeous cinematic footage. I was really proud of a couple that I've done this past year. The one that I did down in Panama City that anybody that's new to my channel gets to see right off the bat, I was really, really happy with how that one worked out. And then the one I did for the school about a week or so ago, that one worked out way better than I thought it was going to work out. So every once in a while you get lucky. Yeah, and that's what happened, Nameless. I started seeing all these other things, and I said, man, there's another whole world of flying out there. And I know Merch gets real picky about quadcopter versus drone. What, I don't care. Okay, you've got cinematography, and I guess you could call it aerobatic. They both have a place in this world. If you want to get your adrenaline going and you want to have some fun flying, I think the stunt drones, the whoopers or whatever you call them, that's the way to go. But when it comes to going and getting somebody some decent photography that they want to have of a, I don't know, wherever you want, and then you got to jump back to the DJI types or the Typhoons and things like that and use those drones. Now, along the same line now, I've seen some guys that fly so steady, they have gone out and gotten some really nice just aerial shots with what people would call quads. And that's one thing I agree with Merch on. Let's call drones the ones that are stabilized for cinematography, and we'll call quads the ones that do all the tricks. To me, I can keep them straight that way. But they both have a place. It's not just drones. They both have a place in this world. I kind of got a little upset at Lewis the first time he was on, he was talking about how cinematography drones, that's not really, well, there's two worlds. They're drones, and then you got your quads. And I can live with both of those. And I'm going to try to get good at quad, but I got news for you. That quad is a lot harder to fly with drones. Way harder. Kind of reminds me of learning to fly a helicopter for the first time. So it can be tough. Hey, guy. I don't know if I've seen them. I'll have to check them out, Lloyd. I don't know if I've seen any of their stuff. I have seen several folks from Germany fly. Oh my goodness. That would be cool. That would really be cool. Yeah, I mean, why? I mean, I'm not going to do it. Why would I knock the guys that want to fly FPV quads just because I right now prefer cinematography drones, or vice versa? Why should they knock and they don't? I have found that with the exception of certain people who, actually, it's only one or two people who are big into it. They're the ones that want to knock what the other person's doing. I'm sorry. There's room for both of us, or both types, and I'm going to plan on getting good at both. Oh, cool! I didn't know he'd had them on. I haven't gotten to see him a lot because I guess all the live feeds I've been going to, I haven't seen much by Ken. I've gotten to watch a couple of Captain Drones reviews. He does a pretty good job on reviews. I've kind of gotten away from some of the others though that are really, really big. And you know who I'm talking about. I don't have to mention names, and I won't mention names. But you all have probably gone to their site. You all have probably subscribed to their site and have gone in and commented on their videos. Then ask yourself, when's the last time they watched anything you did? Nothing wrong with being a vlogger, or that's what I title each one of these, but that's just so I can keep track of them. Because I'll get lost after a while. It's kind of like I kind of chuckled at Roger last week, I think it was. It was the week of the holiday. And on Tuesday, because it was the day after the holiday, instead of calling it Tuesday show, he called it Monday show. He had 2 Mondays and no Tuesday last week. I got a kick out of that. So I'm trying to go with the actual hour or the actual date and label them that way. And I'm going to see how it works out because I can look over at the computer, see what the date is, and just type it in 092018. And it'll sequence that way just fine, I think. Yeah, I enjoy your stuff, Lloyd. I get in there every once in a while. I'm surprised you made it all the way through August, though, my man. You had to have been getting tired. You really had to have been getting tired. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about, Nameless. I just saw what you put up there. I'm sorry. It took me a while. There are some people out there that can take a race drone and can fly it so stable that I almost think it was a Mavic that they were flying. And I don't know how they do it. I really don't. It's not just a matter of holding the controls in one place, because the slightest little wind comes by, you've got to adjust for it. And they are just really good. Yeah, and that, I understand that, Lloyd, and I support those two that you've mentioned as much as I can. I really enjoy Ken. I kid him all the time. He shouldn't quit his day job, but he really cracks me up. He really does. But No, I haven't seen Kelly watch any of my stuff. I've seen Ken watch some, but that's their choice. I don't care. But it just, you go and you support these guys. I mean, some of these people I go to, and you see that they're the ungodly amount of subs they got. So maybe that's why they can't come and watch. I can understand that. They got too many people to come and watch. But some of them are really in it for the money. Yeah, Ken Aaron just cracks me up. I'm here to tell you, he is. Oh God, he's funny. And when him and Dana get together, oh my God, watch out! It's the Dana and Gen show. And did y'all see the one they did at Johnny Cash's house? The house that burnt down. That was a really interesting video. Really interesting when they flew that place. That was cool. Yeah, I want to say it was on Ken's channel, but he and Dana went up there and they flew it, and man, was it nice. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I don't have too much of it. I don't want to go crazy. I got just enough to get the things that I need to get to keep me happy, keep the wife happy, and keep the 9 dogs fed. Yeah, 100,000. Yeah, it was Ken Heron that had the flying at Johnny Cash's old house that burnt down. It was just an interesting, bit of information to see. Hey, RC Funds. Crap fi. Yeah. My Wi-Fi is great at the house, RC Funds. It's not my Wi-Fi that sucks. It's my DSL 1.5 MIPS maximum. Been there 8 years. When I bought it, they said, oh yeah, within a year or two, we'll have you up to 10 MIPS. We're going to put in a new switch. Ain't seen that switch yet. Every time they're working on the switch, which is a mile from my house, I drive down and talk to them. Oh no, they ain't told us to replace the switch yet. Everybody else in the county got a new switch, but us. Yep, DSL. Very old school, but I can't get anything else. I really can't. Now, I could probably get HughesNet, but everybody told me to stay away from them. And the only other one, I can't remember the name of it. It's Verta something or other. It's really expensive. And the cable stops a half a mile from my house, and they won't run it down. Lousy half a mile. Yeah, I've heard HughesNet is not the way to go, so I'm going to stay away from them no matter how nice they make it sound. Yeah, I'd take anything. I mean, I've tried Spectrum. I have tried, Spectrum's a new one in the area. Well, it's the old one. And there's a place called Troy Cable, and they all stop a half a mile from my house. Yeah, I've heard nothing good about Hughes. So I'm glad I didn't reply to any of their stuff. Okay, RC Funds. So you're a fellow retiree. Well, I know Lloyd was Air Force, so now I know RC Funds was Chief Petty Officer. Cool. Well, I'm an old crusty W4 from the Army. Old attack guy. Only thing I ever knew was attack helicopters. Only flew cargo for about 3 months. The rest of the time has been attack. Oh yeah, retire pay does exactly what I hoped it would do. It pays the house and it buys the groceries. So If it ever comes down to it where you can't afford any of the other luxuries of life, at least you'll have food and a roof over your head. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was on Val's channel. I call her the interrogator. She doesn't do interviews, she interrogates. No, she did a good job. I really enjoyed that, by the way. Any of you guys get the chance to do it because it's fun. It really is. I don't know if you watched my video. She's always wanting to know how my dog Henry is. She absolutely fell in love with my little puppy Henry. He's a Pikachu. I call him a Pika shit, but he's a Pikachu. And she loves him. So yesterday I did a video and I had him in it. It was on a rifle that everybody calls a Henry, but it's not a Henry. So I had to go into a little explanation of what an actual Henry looked like. But my Pikachu's name is Henry. Yeah, he's half Pekingese, half Shih Tzu. And they call it a new breed. I call it a really expensive mutt. But yeah, the new breed is a Pikachu. That's a good one, Lloyd. I'd never heard of that one. Yeah, that's good. No, he sheds like crazy. Long hair. I've got 3 long hairs. A long haired shepherd, not shepherd, collie, border collie. Long haired border collie, long haired Pekingese, and a long haired Pikachu. So I got plenty of hair if you ever need any. We sweep up a dog off the floor just about every day. Yeah, I wish they wouldn't shed. Yeah, I've got a black lab, but he's an outside dog. He comes in at night to sleep, but you put him outside during the day, so the hair around the house isn't his. We can usually tell whose it is because it's nice and fluffy. I was telling Kelly Paulson earlier that, as far as I'm concerned, dust bunnies ain't got nothing on shedded hair. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've seen your dog, Lloyd. But yeah, Great Pyrenees, they have got a massive coat. And they need it, considering where they came from or where they, are supposed to live. Yeah, that sometimes happens, RC. It wouldn't be the first time it happened to me where they say, hey, go home, the storm's coming, and it never shows up. Or it doesn't show up when expected. Oh, Gene, you're going to get in trouble. Yeah, those Pyrenees are great dogs. Oh, okay. That's nice. Silver Top, good morning. Let me give you some tools. There you go. I figure that's how Roger and Kim do it. Some places don't give you wrenches at all, and that don't bother me. Except I keep getting accidentally bumped, at least because I hope it's accidentally bumped. So you come in here, you're going to get a wrench. Okay, Gene. Yeah, if you're doing a live feed, you know the little dots you check on, you click on to go and see somebody else's channel. If you're the person that's doing the feed, when you open that up, one of the ones, I think it's all the way down at the bottom, it says make a moderator or add a moderator. As soon as you get added as a moderator, you'll get your wrench. There's nothing to it. And just remember, what the person that running the stream gives, they can take away. So I guess that's why Roger does it, because too many times people will go in there, try to go to somebody's channel, and they accidentally kick them out of the feed. I know it happens a lot to me over there on the drone network. Morning, John C. Let me hook you up. I can catch up to the chat. There you go. No, that's exactly, Silvertop. I try to get around and see as many as I can. I go to some of these guys, and just, I mean, I can understand why some of them do it. You know, they get to the point where they can monetize and they do it. No, that's fine. Go ahead. I ain't got the money to donate to something like this. And I agree. Some of them are probably worth donating a little bit. But no, not going to do it. Matter of fact, I can't remember what day it was, but somebody posted in the chat that I was at 330 subscribers. I had no idea. The last time I looked at it, I was at like 280 or something like that. And it's just, if I get to 1,000, I get to 1,000. If I don't, I don't. I'm more interested in people coming in and watching. And I'm up over, I think, 4,700 views the last time I went in. Yeah, I know it's the HughesNet is not expensive, but everybody tells me to stay away from it. So I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah. Yep. 1,000 and 4,000. That's the numbers you need to hit. But like I said, I just, nah, not interested. Drone Pool, I'm sorry I missed you coming in, buddy. How are you doing today? Okay, have a good one, Lloyd. Hope you all keep doing good. Yeah, Drone Pool is famous. Good morning, Drone Pool. Yes, you are, buddy. Yes, you are. I can't tell you how many people I've gone into their streams and what do you think they're wearing. Matter of fact, look how upset Val got yesterday when she couldn't find your shirt, man. Yeah, I know. I know, buddy. RC. Ah. I tell you what, channels sure light up when you pop in, buddy. So you're well liked. Let's put it that way. How's that? You're well liked. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time keeping the Dan straight because I know you got Drone Worship is Dan, Drone Pool's Dan. Okay, so you're well liked. Nothing wrong with that, guarantee you. I guess I'm going to have to go watch that one. You have? Cool. Yeah, I mainly did that because Val likes Henry, and I thought, wouldn't that be cute to say, this is a Henry, this is not a Henry, this is a Henry, this is not a Henry. And it worked out pretty good. I enjoyed watching it, and I'm sure the wife will when she finally sees it. But yeah, but that's true. I sit there and during a Western, and she'll just throw something at me because I go, that's not a Henry. He just called that a Henry, and that's not a Henry. Yeah, I've been hit with many a pillow. Yeah, that is a nice phrase there, drone pool. That's a good one. We'll have to start spreading that one around. Gene the Acro Machine. I tell you who I haven't seen any videos from in a while. I don't know what's going on. Is Kirk Mayberry. Some of that stuff he does, just whoo. I guess he's had bad weather. I think he said he was in Houston. They were having a lot of rain. But hell, there's so many guys on here that just fly the pants off of those quads. Yeah, he's amazing. And then who was it? The one I added the other night at somebody's advice, and I was very pleased with. Like, was it Mr. Steele? He was flying around his house. I simply could not believe. I mean, the man went under his van and didn't crash. And I don't mean snuck under the van. I mean went under the van. Yeah, if my drone survives, I'll get there someday. Morning, Aaron. I'm not stationed anywhere. I live in Alabama. I'm retired, but I do work at a Army base, Fort Rucker. I have been to Fort Bragg. I've been to Fort Hood. I've been to Fort Huachuca. I've been to Fort Rucker, and I've been to Germany. Twice to Germany. Yeah, Mr. Steele went right underneath his van, not just once, but twice. And it's like, no way. I think one time he skipped the pavement, maybe. You couldn't really tell. I know my wizard wouldn't have made it, not with me flying it. No way. My wizard has a hard enough time staying in the 4 acres that I fly it over when I fly it. But then again, that's because I flew it in full acro. Didn't realize that what they told me to do with the switch was not what the switch did. I needed to go the opposite way on the switch. So the next time I fly it, I'm going to start off in balance mode. Did you like it, Nameless? Yeah, that's that place, Palmetto Inn and Suites. We've been going there for 37 years plus because but we've been going there for over 37 years. and it's a family owned business, and it's family oriented. So when we had the young kids, the girls were really young, that's where we would go. And we've never turned anywhere else at the beach. If we can't get in there, we don't go to the beach that week or that year for that matter, because we only go like once, twice a year. But yeah, I was really pleased with the way that turned out. Yeah, that's one of my best videos. That's why I leave it up as my intro. And I gave them a copy for free, didn't charge them. I said, hey, if you want to put this up somewhere, go ahead. If I take any heat for it, I'll take the heat. But it's a great place. Vort 3X. Let me write that down. Is that a person, Aaron? A channel? Because I can't go there right now. But if I don't already have it, I'll add it. Man, must not be doing too bad. My likes keep going up every day. That's a good thing. Just trying to warm you all up. You know what 9 o'clock Eastern is going to be. Be the Roger and Kim show on Canadian Drone Network. The Band Slayer. I can't wait to go there. I'll go there on my way to Roger and Kim's show later, for sure. Okay, RC funds. Good signal on a poor system. I can't remember the router I'm running. It's a dual band, 2.4 and 5.8 that I run at the house. And I've had it almost for this entire 8 years we've lived in this new house. Well, I say new to us house. But I can't remember the name of it. But it's a dual band. It's all the way at the end of the house, and I get service through the entire house with it. So I'm pretty happy with it, but I cannot remember the brand. Yeah, I've never been. I've been through Fort Walton. I've never stayed down there. I've never stayed at Destin. Uh, we're pretty much hooked on that place. You see that video at. They're just awesome. And they used to be just a little 2-story on both sides of the road, and we got scared because we thought they had sold out the property to one of those great big, condominium franchises or whatever you call them. And come to find out, nope, that's us. We're building that. And they said, we know we're going to suffer for a little bit till it gets built. But they built a 7-story instead of a 2-story. It's really nice. Nice people, nice rooms, good food right around there. So yeah, as far as we're concerned, there is no other place to stay in Panama City. We can't go there. We just don't go. uh, Tyndall Air Force Base. Yeah, I know where that's at. Yeah, I understand that, Gene. Matter of fact, that's what I'm on right now is my cell phone, but unfortunately, I don't have unlimited. I've been thinking about going out and just finding somebody like Sprint or Verizon that has unlimited and just getting one. I don't know if they would put it on a hot box or not, but if I could get that, I'd be happy. It'd be a lot faster than what I've got, and then I could get rid of that stupid phone completely. Get rid of it because they charge quite a bit for that DSL, and it's just not good. Dang, Silver Top. Well, the thing about being beat up by a woman, Silver Top, is you don't feel like striking them back. I learned very early on as a deputy sheriff that occasionally you're going to have to treat them pretty rough, or you're going to come home all bruised up and hurt. Let me make sure I don't go. Oh my goodness, where has the time gone? We've been on an hour and 14 minutes. Well, guys, it looks like most of you have hit the like. People have come in and hit it and left, and that's just fine. That's much appreciated. We're going to run about another, oh, 8 or 9 minutes or so. Then I'm going to shut it down so y'all can make it to the Roger and Kim show over there at the Canadian Drone Network. I know y'all are in there because that's where I met most of y'all. It was over there at the Drone Network. And don't forget to keep the captain and his family in your prayers. I know he's not there, but he's probably going to have a lot of damage at his house when he goes back. I pray he doesn't, but knowing where he lives and knowing where this thing is hitting, I would not bet money on it being 100% okay when he goes back. Yeah, it's one of the first things that I decided to let go when I retired. Uh, you think this is bad? When I was in the cab at Fort Hood, us rambunctious warrant officers, of course, I was only 27, long time ago. We had handlebars. And when it came to inspections or photographs, we would take the handlebar, stick it up inside our cheeks. And that way the mustache was right there at the crease where it's supposed to be. And we'd make sure it was up off the lip. And we'd go get our pictures taken or go wherever we need to go. And then as soon as we were done, whoop, out it came. Yeah, see, sometimes that's just not right, Silvertop. That's just not right. You were basically trying to do an intervention. Yeah, but still, you never should have had the arrest. And let me tell you some things, okay? Uh, having been on that side in a small county, you get arrested and you go to the county jail. Your name goes down in the book, okay, as having been arrested. And even though charges are dropped and nothing ever comes of it, and you get released and everything goes your way, your name is still in the book. And guys that come in to do background checks, they'll get our book, they'll flip through the pages, they'll find your name, but then they'll never go and see what the results were. They just say, oh, yep, he was arrested for this. And they don't ever bother to go to see that it was never adjudicated. You were found, weren't ever really prosecuted or nothing. They just know, hey, he went to jail. His name's in the book. And it's just wrong the way some people do their background checks. It sucks. I mean, you can eventually get it straightened out, but you shouldn't have to go get it straightened out when somebody just doesn't know how to do a good background check. In other words, they don't follow up on see what the end results were. All they do is, oh, I found his name in the book. He was arrested. End of discussion. That's not That's just wrong. There, now I can see. Kaz, good morning, buddy. This must be one of your first times here because I haven't given you your wrench yet. There you go, bud. You are wrenched up. Doing fine, Kaz. How are things down under? Let me get this, keep that running. Well, you should be heading into summer, shouldn't you, there, Kaz? Yeah, isn't that funny? AA round overpay, but yet you still got in trouble. It's ridiculous. Really, it is. Well, good. You deserve a relaxing after a busy week there, Kaz. Yep, just started spring. That's what I figured. Yeah, my nephew moved to Australia years ago, married a local girl, and he seems to be really happy. He gets home to the States every once in a while. I always wanted to go there. Almost made it one time, but the Army changed their mind. You got that right, RC. Oh, I've got mail coming in. Yeah. Ooh, Sid posted a video. That's another one. I think I know he's French. Man, some of the things he does. All righty. Good luck with that, Kaz. I think you'll like it. It's like we were discussing earlier this morning. There's two types of drones out there. Well, there's drones and quads, as far as I'm concerned. Drones are cinematic, 3-axis gimbals, lots of stabilization. And then you've got your quads, and they're just crazy. And I like them both. I'm only good at one, but I like them both. Mars needs the good luck. You'll do fine, Kaz. That thing flies itself. I'm here to tell you. It really does. And I think he's got the P4P, doesn't he? And that one's got all around sensors that work fairly well. You almost got to force it to hit something sometimes. Of course, you got to be in the right mode for all of them to work. If you don't read the books, you won't find that out. But yeah, they don't all work all the time. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to shut her down. I've got to go get a nice hot cup of tea and got to get ready for the Roger and Kim show. I super appreciate everybody that came in. So have a good day. I got to work tonight. Then I got to go help pick peanuts tomorrow. Well, I say it's picking. I don't think that's what they call it. But anyway, see you all over at the Roger and Kim show. Don't forget Canadian Drone Network, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. I'll see you all there. You all have a good rest of the day and God bless.